Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a full face first impressions video using YOUNGBLOOD cosmetics. They were kind enough to send me out like the most ginormous box of stuff to try out for you guys. So this is the look that I've come up with today. It's like a dark sort of burgundy, warm, smoky, sultry eye look. So if you'd like to see how I created this look and what I think of all the YOUNGBLOOD products, then of course you know what to do. Please keep watching. So we're going to start off with the eyes, and I'm just going to take a little bit of sticky tape just so we can get a nice sharp line. So I'm going to start off with the YOUNGBLOOD Stay Put Eye Primer. It comes in like a little pan here. So it's quite creamy in the pan, but once you actually apply it, it turns quite powdery. Then to set that in place, I'm going to take the Mineral Rice Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Medium. Now to start off the eye look, I'm going to be using this little eyeshadow quad here, and this is in Desert Dreams. Now it has beautiful warm shades in it here, and to start off I'm going to take this shade right here, which is Heaven, and this is just going to go as our transition shade. Very, very pigmented. It goes on really nicely. It blends out really easily as well. So taking that all the way out to the tape, so we're elongating the eye, and then bringing it into the inner corner as well. Now focusing a little bit more of it just on the outer V to darken it up. So now just taking Sable on that finer brush, and I'm just going to run this through the crease, focusing on the outer V as well. We want to deepen it up a little bit and give it a little bit more warmth. Then just taking a big fluffy brush again and blending it out just so we have no harsh lines. Alright, I think I got the names wrong the entire time. They're on the opposite side. So I'm going to take Sable, which is this black shade. The orange shade was Terracotta. So I'm going to take the black shade on a little angled brush, and I'm just going to place this on the outer V and start really focusing it and like smudging it out as a liner. Oh, it's really pigmented. Okay, so we're going to need to be careful when working with this. I'm taking it up to about the crease level and bringing it back down towards the eye, and just running it along the lash line like a liner. We are going to smudge this out, so just don't worry if it's getting a little bit messy. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this back through the crease to tie it all together. Taking a little combination of both of the shades, just lightly dipping into the pan and blending that into the crease. So now I'm going to attempt to do a winged liner, and I'm going to be using the Eye Amazing Liquid Liner Pen. This is in the shade Noir. Now I am absolutely horrendous at doing wing liner with like felt tip pens, but we're going to give it a go. So I'm happy with that liner other than that little bit that I've screwed up, so I'll go back in just with the makeup little Q-tip. But overall I actually really like that pen. It's quite pigmented. It is a little bit patchy, but I'm not sure if that's just my like really poor application with it. So I'm not sure if YOUNGBLOOD does lashes, and if they do, I haven't got any of them. So I'm going to be using my Glam by Manicare Allesandra lashes, and I'm just going to apply these off camera. So now that my lashes are on, I'm going to go back in with that matte black shade here and that little angled brush, and I'm just going to go over the lash line so we can't see it anymore. So now to start on my face, I'm going to go in with all of YOUNGBLOOD like face products obviously, and I'm going to be starting off with primer as normal. Now they sent me over this CC Perfecting primer. Like it says bare, light, medium. It does have color. I've had a look. I'm going to try it as a primer. Excuse my beautiful hair right now. So it has color to it, but it's definitely not like coverage, I wouldn't say. Feels really nice though. It's very smoothing. So I do have another primer which I might try. This is the YOUNGBLOOD Mineral Primer. I've used this before. It's like a silicone type primer. I really like it for filling in my pores. It works so well. It's like a clear version of Professional by Benefit, I reckon. Now they've sent me over this foundation. This is the Liquid Mineral Foundation. They've sent me the shade Capri, which says warm. It looks really nice in the tube. Like it definitely looks yellow based, so I'm hoping it looks good on the skin. Maybe a little bit too light. Blends out really nicely. Not like a huge amount of coverage though, like it's definitely not covering up like these dark patches that I have at the moment. Might go in with a little bit more foundation and just see if we can like build up the coverage a bit. builds quite nicely, and I definitely think it looks better with like a second layer. Like that's covered up those dark patches a little bit better now. Now I have the Ultimate Corrector. Now I'm not a huge fan of like color correcting, but I will try this one out. It has like an orange and a banana shade. I might actually take a combination of both for under my eyes because I want to create like a peachy shade to cancel out these horrible dark circles under my eyes. I think that's worked really well, and it's definitely brightened up my under eye area already without even concealing. So now we're going to use the Ultimate Concealer. This is in the shade Medium. It looks very, very pink in the pan. Alright, it blends out really easily, like crazy easy. Because I don't want to like ruin the whole look by using the wrong powder and like screwing up my under eye area, I will use my Rimmel Match Perfection translucent powder just to set my under eye area. Holy crap, it's creased so much, like the worst creasing I've ever had from an under eye concealer. Holy crap, let me zoom you in. Alright, ready? Can you see this? Oh my god. So I'm assuming you gotta set this stuff like real quick. Alright, so before we set the rest of the face, I'm going to take my YOUNGBLOOD Illuminate palette, and this one here has beautiful cream highlights in it. So I think today I'm going to take a combination of maybe this shade and this shade here, so these two. This foundation is actually starting to feel very, very matte. Alright, now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Natural Loose Mineral Foundation in the shade Honey. The colour seems really good. My face is looking so matte and a little bit cakey. Alright, let's dust away the bake. Alright, let's go in with some bronzer. So I'm going to be using my Sundance Mineral Radiance. I think this is like a bronzer slash blush. It's one of those like mixed up ones. So I'm just going to take it and swirl all of them around. Intense and very luminous. There is so much powder, like holy moly. I really like that actually. I put like too much on this cheek, but that's okay. Now onto contouring. I'm going to be taking my YOUNGBLOOD contour palette. This is one of my favorite contour kits of all times. It's not grey, it's very warm. So I'm going to take this shade here and I'm just going to contour out my cheekbones a little bit. While we're at it, I'm going to take a little bit of this banana shade in the middle here, and I'm just going to try and like brighten up my under eye area a little bit. Alright, now onto blush. They've sent me 3 of their blushes, but I've just realised that 2 of them are cream blushes. Well done, Nat. So I'm going to go in with the only like powder blush, and this one here is in the shade Tangia, I think. And that colour actually looks like perfect for this look. What are the chances? Ooh, I like it. It's like peachy, but it's got like gold metallic reflex in it. It's actually really beautiful. Now for highlighter, they actually haven't sent me like a proper highlighter, but they have sent me this Twilight Lunar Dust. Now I looked this up online and it said you can use it as like an all over face powder or as like a highlighter, so I'm just gonna give it a whirl. I don't know how well this is gonna work. Oh, it's really reflective though. This could actually be really nice. Alrighty, let's move on to some brows. I have the YOUNGBLOOD Brow Artiste Sculpting Pencil. This is in Natural Brunette. It looks so much like the Benefit pencil. It's like that sort of triangle shaped. So I'm just using this one here to create some shape and sharpen up the bottom of the brow. But I think I'm going to give the powder a go now. So this is what it looks like. It's called the Brow Artiste in Brunette. 2 different powders, a lighter and a darker one, and then it's got a wax in it, and it comes with really nice tweezers and a little spoolie and brush in the bottom. And I'm going to take the dark and middle shade first, and I'm going to run this through the majority of the brow. And then I'm going to take that little lighter shade and I'm going to run this through the head of the brow. I feel like the brows are looking pretty flaky, like they're sharp, definitely. They're a bit intense. But I quite like it. The color is really good, and that brow powder was like as good as any, so I'm pretty impressed by that. So now to set the brows, I'm just going to be using my Pony Cosmetics Clear Brow Gel just because it doesn't come with a brow gel and I'm not into that wax that was in there. So I'm going to go back in with that light brown shade, and I'm going to first run that under the lower lash line on this small little blender brush. Now to deepen it up, I'm going to go back in with that sort of maroony shade and run this just on the outer part of the eye. And then this could wreck absolutely everything, but I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of the black and just run that right on the lash line on the bottom. Alright, so that's it for the eyes. I think I'm just going to leave it there. But it's time for some mascara. So I'm going to be using this one here, which is the Outrageous Lashes Mineral Lengthening Mascara. So I'm going to run this through my lashes on the top so that they blend nicely with my falsies. And let's try some on our lower lashes as well. Now I want a little pop of like inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight, so I'm going to take that Lunar Dust again and I'm just going to take it on the inner corner. It's actually really pigmented when you like pack it on like this. Now for lipsticks, they've sent me 3 lip liners. This would actually look amazing with a dark lip, I think, like because it would match the burgundy tones. This would look stunning. But I think I'm just going to go for the Boring Old Nude. This is in the shade Pout and it reminds me so much of Soar by MAC or like even Subculture. It's a bit lighter in the pencil. This is such a me shade. It's like a really pale nude, which is obviously up my alley. Now they've sent me 4 matching lipsticks, but I've chosen these 2 here. This one is Sierra Sunset, which looks gorgeous. It's like an apricot shade, and then this one here, which is Blushing Nude. I think I'll go for the nude just because I used the really nude lip liner. Kind of smells like the MAC lipsticks. It's like vanilla-y, and it's definitely creamy. So now to finish off the face, I've got a setting spray, and this is the YOUNGBLOOD Minerals in the Mist. It says, refresh, a delicious blend of tangerine, grapefruit infused with mineral nutrients and vitamins. It's like a very fine mist. It smells amazing. So guys, that is the end of the video today. I really hope you enjoyed seeing this makeup look and all of my thoughts on the YOUNGBLOOD Cosmetics range. Overall, I was super impressed by pretty much everything. I'm obsessed with the eyeshadows. They're so easy to blend out and very pigmented. The eyebrow products were amazing. The highlight is freaking poppin'. The bronzer was stunning. The powder was the perfect color and blended out beautifully. The only thing that was like a bit off was maybe the foundation shade. So if you enjoyed this full face first impressions and you'd like to see more like this, make sure to give this one a big thumbs up for me and let me know down in the comments so I can make more for you. And if you're new to my channel or haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. I appreciate it so much and I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!